Everybody, what's up? YourHowToMinecraft here. Today's video is just going to be a brief overview of the upcoming 1.4 features. 1.4 should be released tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to the main features that are coming. So this video is just going to kind of incorporate what I feel are the most exciting and relevant features that are coming. As you can see there, the villager just changed into a zombie, so this works the majority of the time, and it worked again. So if a villager gets trapped by a zombie in a corner like this, and that just sounds so wrong, sometimes they get turned into a zombie, and this is working every time. And it makes a little noise as well, so it's pretty sweet. You can tell the difference between the normal zombie and the villager zombie. As you can see, the villager zombie has like the villager nose, so it's just the way you can distinguish them. So that's a pretty cool feature. It just adds a bit of variety again. Over here is just the flower pots, guys. Very simple to craft. It should be on the screen like shown, and this works as just a decorative block, and it accepts most vegetation kind of in the game. Some vegetation that can't be put in is just the melons and the new carrots and potatoes and stuff like that. So if you break these, it pops out the pot and you can get the vegetation kind of back, like just say the flower. So I can't really show you if I break the pot, it just kind of break, but if I break underneath the pot, you can see it drops the pot and the sapling, so you can get them back. So it's a nice decorative block in the game, just to add a bit of variety again. Over here, just quickly, I just want to talk about these new cobblestone and mossy cobblestone walls. This acts an awful lot like the fence block. As you can see, you can place it like that, and it can kind of have that kind of, you know, that fence post kind of look. But if you extend it longer, it just kind of merges into one, which is pretty cool. So you can just keep extending it out, like I'm showing you now. Again, it's the same for the cobblestone, and the crafting recipe should be on the screen. So if not, no, it will be on the screen. I'll probably just forget. So you can place fence blocks or fence gate in between them as well, and that will work. So it's pretty sweet. It's a very nice decorative block, so you can make enclosures for your animals just to make it a bit different than the wooden ones, the wooden fences. The next kind of update I want to talk about is just these kind of trapdoors. As you can see, trapdoors can now be placed from the top, which is like this, and the bottom, which it used to be like that. The main benefit of placing from the top is it's flush with the ground like this, as before it's just kind of you had to place a block behind it to place it. So as you can see, it opens downwards. You might see it a bit clearer over here. It opens downwards like that instead of opening upwards like that. So that's just a pretty nice feature over there, guys. The next one I just want to talk about is just kind of the dog collars. So I'll just quickly get these dies really quick. So when you've dye selected and you've a tamed dog or wolf, whichever you want to call it, you can just walk up to them and you can right click, and as you can see, it changes the colour. As you know, the default colour is red, so you can change back to that if you want, or you can just kind of keep playing with the different dyes that you have, which is pretty cool because it's just kind of, you can distinguish kind of different wolf packs and stuff like that. So that is a really nice feature there, guys. It's just pretty simple. The next thing I want to talk about is just the updated leather armor. As you can see, it's a bit darker and it's a different texture, but also with this leather armor you can now dye it. So if you place the kind of armor bit that you wanted kind of colour, just place it in your crafting table and then select which dye you can have, and you can just do one dye at a time like I'm showing you, and you can just get that set colour, which is just orange, and you can get the red like this, so you can have a red cap. You can have them all the same or mix and match. Also you can just add different dyes, so a combination of dyes just to get different kind of texture or different tones, sorry, of that. As you can see, it's just kind of a lighter green, and then you put in this one, you can have a dark green, and you can have the darker green, and then there's a certain combination you can have, so you can have like a ton of different combinations. I don't know the exact number, but it's something crazy, I believe. So as you can see, that is just like my armor, my leather armor that is on, just mix and match random colors. Another feature of this kind of armor is if you don't like your color or whatever, you can just go ahead and you can take it off like this, and you can go to a cauldron and you just right click with your armor piece selected, and as you can see, it'll wash it and it'll turn it back to the default, so you can change around the different armors from there again if you want, just depending on what you want to do. Over here is just the item frames, and it's a very nice kind of decorative feature. Again, it's really sweet and it's really nice. So how this works is you have to craft it first, and you can just place it on kind of any block you want, place it around anywhere. As you can see, you can use it for a decorative piece for chairs and stuff like that, so it's very useful. But when you place it down, it just places down like that by right clicking, and it's just kind of blank, and then you can place any block you want in the game, any block at all, and it just goes in. And as you can see by my swords, if you right click again, it'll rotate it, and you can just keep rotating as many times as you want, as you can see, like that. So it's just different kind of combinations, and it's just a decorative block again, so it's very nice. Just this one really quick, I just want to talk about this one. So if you place a torch down first and place the item frame over it, and then place a trapdoor in the torch, you get kind of like a holder for a torch. So that is pretty cool. You can do that with all of your kind of torches. It's a really nice decorative piece to add to your game, just to add a bit of variation again. Up here is just the skulls, or the kind of head blocks. As I know, you cannot get these apart from in survival. The only ones, or apart from in creative, the only one that you can get in survival, I'll talk more about that later, but as of now I believe you can only get these on creative. But they're a very nice decorative block, so they're pretty sweet. So I'll just throw these in here to get rid of all this stuff. Just I need more room. The next thing I want to talk about is just kind of updated stair blocks. So, oh Jesus, like this. So stairs now kind of warp or kind of merge together when you wrap them. So as you can see, that's the way it used to be, and then you used to have a block here when you placed it like that. But as you can see, it kind of wraps around the corner, so it's pretty sweet. That's just like a nice bench you can have. You can also kind of just play around and have different kind of effects, so you can just merge them all together like this and have like a full one going around. You can also kind of make a kind of, oh god, a better looking roof for yourself, so you can just kind of merge them all around. So it's a very nice feature. It's just very simple, but it's very effective, as it just adds a bit of variety, and it's a lot more decorative instead of having like a square block here. Do you know the way the stair blocks used to be? It used to be a square here and a square there and a half lap there, just to make it get it to work right. So that is a very nice feature, and a very well introduced update, and I'm kind of getting confused and lost for words. But anyways, the next thing over here is just the two new food blocks or food items added. As you can see, it's potato and carrot, and I'm going to get kind of sneered for saying potato because I'm Irish. But anyways, what about it? So as you can see, the potatoes, when they're dropped, just like a normal potato, you can put it in a furnace and you can get a baked potato, and then also you can get a poisonous potato. Like rotten flesh, it does poison you, so that is not good. So when you have your potatoes, sorry, it heals 0.5 of a hunger bar, so it's not great. But when you cook a baked potato, you get 3 hunger bars replenished, so it is worth it, put in the effort to kind of harvest or to kind of cook your potatoes. So as you can see, that's just like them. You need a tilde as per usual. So over here is just the new carrot block, and or carrot food item, and this one is kind of key because it's used in brewing as well. So there's different types of carrots, but I'll talk more about that in a moment. But as of now, carrots heal 2 bars of hunger, and you can also make a golden carrot, which both crafting recipes should be on the screen now. It heals 3 hunger, so it is worth it. It can be costly, but it's just a nice item, and you do need it for brewing, so it is useful. So like I've mentioned, there is these carrots, but then you can also make these golden carrots like this one. And do I have one over here? No. Also, actually, yeah, there's this carrot on a stick. Oh no, I'll talk about that more in a moment. Just forget about what I said. So as you can see, once you've crafted your golden carrot, if you mix this with an awkward potion, you get this potion of night vision, which is pretty sick. So I'll talk more about that. When you have this potion of night vision, again crafted from getting these two, if you mix this with fermented spider eye in your brewing station, you get this potion of invisibility, which is pretty sick again. So I'll just talk about these 2 potions now, using the golden carrots, which is kind of key in this game as of now. So as you can see, you have your potion of night vision and your potion of invisibility, and I'll just take these off really quick, and I'll leave this out in my hand like this. So the potion of invisibility does exactly what it says in the tin. When you oh god, did I throw it? I don't even know if it helps if I drink it. So if I done it correctly, I should be invisible. As you can see, I'm invisible. It's pretty sick, guys. Very useful in PvP, and it's also very funny with mobs, because mobs can't actually detect you unless you physically walk up and touch them. Mobs do not actually know you're there, so you kind of keep away from them if like you're trying to fight them or they're just very low on health. It's very useful, so that's a pretty cool one. Also, this portion of night vision is very useful, especially if you're going out at night time. And it's going to wreck my head having not been able to see. But this portion of night vision again does exactly what it says in the tin. You just seen it there. It was getting dark, the sun is going down, but you can see like it's during the day. So it's very useful if you're going out kind of night, kind of hunting or whatever you'd want to do at night time, whatever you're into at night time. And here's my card on a stick. So the next thing I want to talk about is this card on a stick. Again, it's just very simple. It's just a fishing rod with a carrot at an angle. A crafting recipe will be on the screen, so it's very useful. It's very funny, actually, not very useful. But how this works is when you have a saddled pig or caught a saddled pig, it sounds random. If you walk up to him and right click on him, the pig will go wherever the stick is kind of facing. So you can just kind of keep right clicking and it'll go faster. So wherever you aim the stick or carrot on a stick, the pig will go. So you can kind of fly around the place. It's very cool. It's very funny. So it's just a use of pigs with saddles because it's like a horse or something. And that is just my portion that's acting very weird, as you can see, the night vision. So that's pretty sweet. So that's the carrot on a stick. It's just a kind of funny feature in Minecraft. It's just pretty nice. Over here I just want to talk about these wooden buttons now really quick. So what this allows for arrows to act like a control mechanism, so you can have different traps and stuff like that. Or what I find most useful for this is just secret entrances, so you can have like that button hidden somewhere. So as you can see, I've just placed the button down like that and just a redstone torch above it just to indicate what's going on. So if you fire your arrow like that, as you can see, the torch goes off and it'll stay off until the arrow kind of falls out itself after time, or you can just go over and pick up the arrow and it pops back on. So I'll show you that again really quick. So as you can see, it's off, and I'm just going to do this right before I forget. So as you can see, it's pretty handy. It's going to be very useful for me in my redstone creations. I've a few ideas with that, so that is a nice feature again. Over here is the anvil, guys, and this is a nice feature as well because it just allows you to kind of upgrade any kind of swords you have. If just say these were enchanted, you can kind of enchant, if you two enchantments the same, you can enchant it to the next level if that allows, if it doesn't go over the allowance. Also you can repair any damaged swords like you could before, or any damaged item, you can replace them in here and you can get here. Another cool feature with these anvils is you can rename your sword. So I'll just take this one out. You can rename any block in the game really that goes in the anvil, so all you do is just delete it and just say Breb, so I just call it that. It does cost money, but as you can see, it's now called Breb. Instead of diamond sword, it's a Breb, and that's just I don't know why I call it that. Anyways, so I'll just do this again. So you're how to Minecraft, and just listen when I take this out. Just listen very carefully. There's cool sounds in this. So that's a cool feature there, guys. Also something to note as well, if you like place, sorry, I should have been a bit more prepared than this. If you place like a non-solid block, just give me one of these, like this, a non-solid block, and place an anvil over it, it should fall like down. If I can give me this block for 2 seconds. I'm very unprepared this side. So if you kind of make a wall like this and you place an anvil down like that, it falls and it'll actually squash the block. It's pretty funny, guys, and as you can hear again, it does make sound. So that's a pretty cool feature. It's very nice. So that is a nice one. Over here now is just a witch, guys. This is a new mob. Hostile ranged mob. It's the second ranged mob, which means it can kind of hit you from afar like the skeletons. So that's what it looks like. So it's pretty nice. The way it hits you is just by using different kind of splash potions and stuff like that. So as you can see, it is a hostile mob, but because I'm on creative, it will not attack. So what these witches drop is it drops different types of potions. I know there is rare drops as well, but it drops like glass bottles, glowstone dust, and different kind of miscellaneous blocks. But rare drops is mostly potions like of healing, fire resistance, and of swiftness. So it's pretty cool. So as you can see, it also just hurts itself as well. It can heal itself. It just throws different potions. So that's a nice feature of the game as well, just to add a bit of variety. These are actually mostly found in swamp biomes, in swamp huts, which I didn't get to show you because it's just like it's on super flat and it's just a bit difficult to set that up. The next mob that I want to talk about is just these bats, and I'll select this really quick. So these are non-hostile mobs again, so they're pretty nice. They're not hostile. I think I said hostile. They're not hostile mobs, so they just kind of mind their own business. These are found in large open areas, mainly caves of a light level below 10, so they just kind of add a bit of a, you know, excitement or something to Minecraft and mining when you're going looking for stuff. So they mainly spawn in caverns, so that is a really cool feature, guys. It's really nice. So that was that. Finally, over here is going back to these skull blocks, or these heads. So as you can see, it's a wither skeleton skull. These can only be got from the wither skeleton, so I'll just get rid of all this stuff really quick, and I keep pressing the wrong button. So get rid of all this, give me back a sword. So yeah, that's all I need. So these, as of now, I don't think anyone knows where this is going to be really spawned, but this is another boss, like the Ender Dragon. So it is difficult to kill them, but you can spawn them in your overworld like this. So it's 4 soul sand in a T shape, and then there's 3 of these wither skeleton skulls. So it's a very nice, and it's very much needed update to Minecraft, just to add a bit of variety again, because I do get kind of bored of it fairly quick. So like I said, it's 4 soul sand and 3 wither skeleton skulls. Jeez, that's like a tongue twister. So to spawn this, all you need to do is just have place a wither skeleton skull last, and all you need to do is just place this last, and it should spawn. As you can see, health bars goes up. So when it goes up, when it's in this mode, you cannot hurt it or damage it, but you'll see what happens when it gets full health. So you kind of have to be, on survival, you have to be prepared to kill this lad, but he's just crazy. He just attacks every non-hostile mob in the game. So I'm just going to quickly try and kill him. So as you can see, guys, I've done the almost impossible task of beating the wither mob on survivals or on creative, so it's almost impossible. But as you've kind of seen from when I sped it up, he does actually regenerate health, and he is very vicious. He just destroys everything in his path. Mainly hostile or non-hostile mobs as well, passive mobs. He just goes crazy for them, and if you put down like a hostile mob beside him, he will not attack. So as you can see, he's nearly dead, so I'm just going to finish him off. And just in case you didn't notice, he does like throw projectiles and bombs at you, so he is fairly deadly. So you have to be prepared to fight this lad when he is like on survival. So I'll just finish him off really quick, and as you can see, his health is just going back up fairly slow. So once you've killed him, that is it over, and you get a load of XP like the Ender Dragon. I think it's 5 levels, I'm not 100% sure, but as you can see, it drops this new block again. As of yet, I don't know what it's for, but it's a nether star. So that is all the main features of 1.4. I think is going to be most relevant for you guys. Like I said before, it will be out tomorrow, and it's going to be a much needed update for Minecraft, because I was getting pretty bored of it. I will be honest, like I've just kind of gone off Minecraft, but it's also been that I've been very busy as well, and the same with our other channels. We've just been very busy, like in our personal lives. So I do plan on going back, or trying to get back to a normal upload schedule as soon as possible. But as of now, it should be back to somewhat relevant or somewhat normality, which will be 2 to 3 videos a week, depending on how my schedule is. I also want to thank everyone for being so patient, like over the last kind of 3 or 4 weeks. I know there was a bit of a health issue, and it was out of my control, but everything is back to normal, guys. I should be back to uploading regularly again. Projects are done, everything is back to normal, so I can't wait to get back into Minecraft 1.4, guys. Hope you enjoyed this overview. It probably is a bit longer than I expected, but apart from that, guys, I've been YourHowToMinecraft. Like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you for more videos.